Hi guys, I'll be playing today with my Lenovo Go, which is sitting over there with my Steam Deck. That's my Nothing Phone 2A. So basically, I have been testing it out, playing a few games, just to see how it works. I mean, what's the differences with the Lenovo Go and the Steam Deck. And I've got to say, I actually prefer the Lenovo Go. I don't know why people wouldn't give this credit, because I mean the Joy Cons, or whatever you want to call them, the detachable sticks. As you guys can see, it's glowing. It's got the glowing buttons and everything. I'm playing War Robots. Just want to attach the thingy. The good thing about this is I can actually detach the controllers. So once they've been detached, you can actually set this down. And when I set this down, I can actually still play games. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going to put this down in such a way that you guys will be able to see what I'm doing in terms of playing games. I've got the actual adapter on it, because I think using the Steam Deck one, Steam Deck's in the background there, but it's back on the operating system, Steam operating system, because I had an issue with, I had a problem with my Steam Deck, so I had to put it back onto Steam operating system, and as I put it back to Steam operating system, sorry, I'm just trying to get this to actually zoom in a bit more. So that's the Legion Go, and in the background is a Steam Deck. So these are the controllers. I've detached them. Sorry, I'm trying to show you guys that the controllers are detached. They're not on the Lenovo Go. I hope they're coming out properly. So I will be playing games. As you can see, everything works just as it should. Let me jump into a game. I'm playing War Robots. So everything's working. I mean, it's like a switch. You can disconnect the controllers, and you can actually play the game. So I'm going to show you that I'll be playing this game. Let me just pick the hanger that I want to use. Right, in this hanger I've got two Crimson Hawks, I've got two Lynx. One's a Baloo, I've got Dagon, and I've got Indra. So I'm actually selecting everything using one of these. One of these. I don't know why people don't like this console, man. Actually comparing this to the Steam Deck is kind of weird. I was thinking about it, I was like, this is not the same as the Steam Deck. Yeah, okay, fine. Steam Deck is slightly easier to use. Depends with how you look at it. But to be honest, I do prefer this over the Steam Deck. I don't know, I find this easier. I do. I think, oh damn, this guy's just, oh wow. That was a rapture. Right, so there's still other games that I'm still installing, like Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Call of Duty 3 Modern Warfare, of course, which I'm still installing, and then I will be able to make a better review. But at the time being, I do think that the Lenovo Go is, the Legion Go is much better than the Steam Deck. It's just my view. I mean, Steam Deck is nice and everything, but this is just so much nicer. I mean, check this out. I leave the Legion Go not even close to me, and I'm playing with the controllers, and I'm not even touching the console. The console is on its own, and everything's working. The one thing I noticed, if you want this to work properly, don't connect this to a hub. Connect this to the default adapter. So the adapter that the Legion Go comes with, that's what you need to use. Don't connect this to a hub if you want to use the controllers separate from the actual Legion Go. So I've been doing some testing to see if this is functioning. It does work. Like I said, it does work. Let me try and get this in a better view, a better angle. I think that angle is a bit better. In the background, I think you guys can see my Steam Deck. What happened with the Steam Deck? Basically, those are the controllers that are detached from the Legion Go. What happened with the controllers? Well, basically, what happened with the Steam Deck? Well, basically, what happened is I had to go back to the Steam operating system. I was having some issues on Windows. Like I couldn't update the drivers. You know, I used to use modded drivers, and I wanted to do a hard reset of the Steam Deck, which I did. And then at some point, I think there was a point where I don't know what happened with the my Steam Deck. It gave me a blue screen, you know. And then when it gave me the blue screen, I didn't know what was going on, and I was trying to fix it. And in that event of trying to fix it with the blue screen, is when I failed to put the drivers back onto the Steam Deck while it's on Windows. And you know, I'm using the original drivers from Steam website. It wouldn't let me put back the original drivers. So no matter what I tried to do, no matter how many times I tried, it just wouldn't allow me to put the original drivers. So I got tired, and I was so distressed. You know, I was really trying my best to put back the original drivers, but I couldn't put the original drivers. So I decided, let me just put it back on Steam operating system, and I've done that, and my Steam Deck's working. But then I have this Legion Go. The Legion Go, when I got it, it didn't have the drivers in it. I had to do a complete reset of the hard reset of the drivers. And the Legion Go is not that difficult. You just go to the Legion and the Lenovo website. You need to register your device. Mine, I registered it. Fortunately, I only paid like $400 for the system. It's a 512 gigabyte version. It's the extreme one. It's the extreme Z1. So that's the version that I've got, and it's the 512 gigabyte version. But it was using the 2242, which I don't like, because I used to have the GPD Win 2, and I know that the 2242 SSD does get really hot in the system. So when my Steam Deck was giving me problems, I removed the 1 terabyte, the Sambrent SSD, which is the 2230. But I think mine's a 2130. That's what it says. It's not a 2230. It's a 2130. The one that I've got on my Steam Deck is a 2130 SSD, the half size. I took that out of my Steam Deck. Like I said, I was having issues with the Steam Deck, so I took out the SSD, 1 terabyte, and I put that into the Lenovo Legion Go. And like I said, mine's the Z1 Extreme. And then what I've done is I've registered everything on the Lenovo website, and from there they email you. It's all done on the website, yeah. They will give you the recovery drive through your email. It comes through. I did everything on my laptop. Got a laptop, so I used my laptop and I got the recovery drive, but I didn't have the. You need a USB, a 32 gigabyte stick to create a recovery drive, which I had to buy separately, and I've done that. And I have come. Well, I got two flash drives. I've got 64 gigabyte sticks. One is a Samsung. I forgot what that one. I think that one's a SanDisk or something like that. They're both 64 gigabyte. One is a Type C, the Samsung's a Type C, and the other one is the normal 3, I think it's a Gen 2, 3 dot something. It's got the blue thing inside it, the USB stick. I'll show you, but it's late, it's like night now, so I don't know if it will come out, even if I show you guys. I'll have to make a video in the morning and then you'll see it properly. Right. So I got those two flash sticks. I've only used the Samsung one, the Type C. I've created a drive, a recovery drive, but you need to register your Legion Go on the Lenovo website, and they're the ones that email you the recovery. It's free. You don't pay anything for it. I got a digital copy. That's why I needed the stick, the flash stick. So it took me like 2 days to do that because I didn't have the 32 gigabyte stick. And you need to use a flash stick. You can't use a micro SD card like you can do on the Steam Deck. Steam Deck, you can just use a flash drive. I mean a micro SD card. The Lenovo, the Legion Go requires you to use a proper stick. So that's why I could not create the recovery drive in 1 day. I had to go out and buy two flash sticks. Like I said, one's a Type C, the other's a normal 3.2 Gen 2, 3.2 Gen, third gen flash stick. Anyway, I created the drive. I've put it in the Lenovo Go. It gives you instructions on how to do. You have to. It's the same thing with the Steam Deck. You just have to boot into the flash drive. On Steam Deck, you boot into the micro SD card, like I said, because it lets you do that. But on the Lenovo Go, you need to use a flash drive or a pen. If you guys call it pen drive. So I've used the pen drive. I created the recovery. Like I said, you need to register your Lenovo Go. They will email you a recovery drive, yeah, digital, and then you need the stick, and then when you download it onto your laptop, you to install onto the laptop, and then there's a program that Lenovo gives you as well, and you use that program to it's like Rufus. It creates a bootable drive on your pen drive. That's why they need the pen drive, and then from there, it takes like a few seconds. It doesn't take too long to download, and then once you've created, like now I've got my backup drive. I'm not using it for anything. That's for the Lenovo Go. So should I have any issues, I can just flash Windows back onto it. But I don't think I'll have any problems because I learned so much about this Lenovo Go. I mean, I'm still learning about it. I'm not saying that I know everything about this system, but it's good, man. I mean, I can't compare this to Steam Deck because I thought the Steam Deck was gonna be better than this, but I was wrong. This has like I told you. Right now I've removed these. These are not on the Lenovo Go. These are the sticks. You see, those are the sticks, and these sticks are clickable. You can click into them, and these are Hall effect sticks. And that's just one of them. This is the second one. That's the other one, the one I'm using. And I'm playing with this like I'm playing it like a Switch. And I can't believe that people compare this to Steam Deck. And I'm like, Steam Deck does not have detachable sticks. And when I went into the device manager, it says these are recognized as the Xbox 360 controllers. So it comes with the drivers for the Xbox 360, the PC gamepad drivers. Right. Let me exit out of the game. I'll show you guys. The thing is with this now, this is where the problem. Okay, the mouse works. All right. I didn't think the mouse was gonna be working, because like I said, I'm still getting used to this. Right. I'm in the background. I'm downloading PUBG, Disney's Speedstorm, and Call of Duty 3 Modern Warfare. So those games are not yet installed. That's why I'm installing now. But the other games that I do have installed is like Counter Strike, Super People. What else do I have? I've got Dead by Daylight. I've got a couple of things on this. I'm not. You know what? The thing is, I don't even know how to go down on this thing. It says it's got a scroll wheel on this thing. All right, use a scroll wheel. Oh, cool, nice. I didn't know how to go down because I was like wondering. On one of the joysticks, it's got a touchpad and it's got a scroll wheel. Right, so I've got Counter Strike 2, Dead by Daylight, Open Mods, Undawn, Super People 2.0, I think, Veld Experts. I got a touch, Touchlight, last year, Vigor. I've got Paragon. I've got Midnight Ghost Hunt, Fallout 84, Stormgate, War Robots Frontiers, Subnautica, PUBG. Like I said, I'm still downloading PUBG. I got Spaceman, Unfortunate Spaceman. I think it's called War Robots. I got Redout, Moonrunner, Gatekeeper, Eclipse. I think I got all the Gatekeeper games. And then I've got Oxygen Not Included, Battlebit Remastered, Smoke and Sacrifice. I got what's the other game called? Raven something, Ravenfields. I've got Animal Royale. I've got Aftermath. I've got the other Gatekeeper game. I think one's called Twilight, the other one's called Eclipse. Got Polygon, American Fugitive. Then I've got Scavenger, Oxygen something. I think there's two games with the Oxygen thing. Got Terrera, I've got Gene Shift Auto, and I've got Expander Bros. I've got First Steps. I've got what's this one called? Broforce. And then I've got State of Decay. I've got Gun Devil, and I've got Astray Liti. I've got Cross Out, and then the games that I'm still downloading, like I said, PUBG, Call of Duty 3, Modern Warfare, and Speedstorm, Disney Speedstorm, and PUBG. So those are the games that I'm still installing. So this one, on one of the gamepad things, got a trackpad. It's got a scroll wheel. You see, I'm still downloading Call of Duty 3, Modern Warfare, Disney Speedstorm, PUBG. This is a test server, and that's the PUBG up there. Right. So what am I doing with my Steam Deck currently? Steam Deck is still doing its thing. I mean, I'm still using the Steam Deck, but I'm not using it like as my main gaming machine because, like I said, the drivers for some reason were not working the drivers were not working. I couldn't put the drivers for Windows 11 onto the Steam Deck, so I had to put the Steam Deck back onto the Steam operating system. And as a direct result of that, the Steam Deck is now back on SteamOS, but it's got the original 64 gigabyte SSD that I had on it last time. The issue is I sold my laptop, and I should have taken out the 2 terabyte SSD. I wasn't thinking when I sold it, you know. I just wanted to get rid of the laptop. I sold my laptop. So I've got the Lenovo Legion Go, and I still have the Steam Deck. So let me just move the thingy, the Steam Deck, if I can. It's in the back here, and if I can just put it in a position that maybe you guys will see it, and then you will see that I still got my. The other thing I like as well about the Lenovo Go is the fact that it's got. Sorry about the shaking, guys. Damn it! I got juices and stuff falling down on me. Right. The other thing I like about this console is the fact that it's got the kickstand. So it's got the kickstand in the back, unlike the Steam Deck. I don't know if you guys. I'll try and zoom out or zoom in. The Steam Deck's in the back. So you see that's the Lenovo Go, Legion Go, and in the back there's the Steam Deck. So I'll just show you quickly. I'll show you now. If I move this Lenovo Go, there you go. You see that's the Steam Deck in the background. So that's back on Steam operating system. And wow, this this console of mine's just acting weird, man. Look at what it's doing. I just held it for like 2 minutes away from where it's supposed to be, and it's acting all weird. Right. Let me just try and expand this. So the Steam Deck is in the background. I don't know what all this stuff is. Let me go back to my library. I was playing War Robots. I will be playing War Robots again, but I've been explaining to you guys what I've been doing. Right, so the programs I got running in the background on the Lenovo Go is Power Control Panel. I got Set Timer Resolution. I got Windows Mobility Center. And I got AMD Adrenaline Center. And the good thing about the Lenovo, the Legion Go, is that I'm actually using 6 gigabyte VRAM. Remember the Steam Deck, I could only use on the Steam Deck I can only use 4 gigs of VRAM, but on this I can go up all the way up to 8 gigabytes VRAM. But they said that 6 gigabyte VRAM is the best, so that's what I'm using. I'm using 6 gigabytes. This is the official one. This is also the official. I'm also using something called Hyper RX. So this is the official software for AMD. So unlike, remember, Steam Deck, it wasn't official. This is official. So it's like the proper software. It's saying that on robots, I was getting. Let me see what it's saying. I'm getting. I don't know. It's not really showing me much. Ah, come on, man. This is why I really don't like. You tap on something. I don't want to launch on the game. I'm still getting used to this, you know. Right. I want to see what I got on the FPS, but I know it was in the 50s. It was 50. It's not showing now. It's just kind of weird. It's not showing it now. Yeah, that's kind of strange. But it was saying 60. So these are all the games I got installed right now. All these games. The next game I wanna try and play. I wish I had Call of Duty, because that's the game I really wanted to test. But I mean, this system has been doing great so far. I'm happy with this. I don't see a problem with the Lenovo Go. I mean, everything in here, like I said, is official. It's all official stuff. Everything you see in here is official. It's not like I don't know. I don't want to keep saying it's not like the Steam Deck, but I feel like this is more. This is like more real. Like it's like the real software. Like, and this is upgradable as well. So unlike Steam Deck, this is all upgradable. So you see, I told you guys, I'm using Hyper. That's HYPRRX. Quality is the next one. Then there's Hyper RX Echo, but that's for the battery. There's a default and there's custom. Right, with this one, I'll just tell you guys what it's using, because it's quite far from from you guys. So I'll just say it now. It's using Radeon Super Resolution is enabled. Sharpen effect is 100%. AMD Fluid Motion Frames is enabled. Radeon Anti-Lag is enabled. Radeon Boost is enabled, and maximum resolution change is at 50%. So, right, let me try and get some lights up in here. It's just that I'm noticing it's a bit dark. But like I said, I'm still testing games on the system. So if there's anything or nothing that I'm doing right now, you see the Steam Deck's in the background. Like I told you guys, I still got my Steam Deck. I didn't sell it. I do love the Steam Deck. Like I told you, I still like my Steam Deck. But the problem is I can't reinstall the drivers. I could not put the drivers back onto the Steam Deck, and because I couldn't reinstall the drivers, that's when I just got annoyed. Right, so I'm just looking at this thing. What's this? Something about GPU scaling. It's got something called virtual super resolution, image scaling mode. I'm using balance. I'm using vivid gaming, so that's very similar to Steam Deck. Those kind of things I'm still using. In terms of graphics, like I said, if I use custom, then I can do what I like. But I'm using this Hyper RX thing, and the Hyper RX allows the Lenovo G Go to use all of those functions together. Remember, I told you guys you can use some functions together, but because this is different, this is the official AMD software, so I can use everything. I'm using Radeon Super Resolution, Radeon Effect, I'm using Radeon Fluid Motion Frames, and I'm using Radeon Anti-Lag, Radeon Boost, Maximum Resolution Change. You see, all of those functions you could not use on Steam Deck, but I'm using them here. Like I said, if I do change this to custom, I won't be using this anymore. I'm using Hyper RX, so that's what I'm currently using on this thing. And like I told you, those are most of the games that I've got installed. I don't know why this isn't showing me what I had before. Right, let's see. So the games are still installing. Call of Duty 3, Modern Warfare, Disney Speedstorm, PUBG. Let me just put this away. And like I told you, this thing, that's the power control panel. That's mobility center. And this is set time and resolution. And if I tap on this, go to the next one. This one, I know it's very bright. And I'm sorry about the brightness. Let me try and dim this. That's quick CPU. And that's the power plan I'm using. I use that on my laptop. I used that on Steam Deck before, but I don't use it now on Steam Deck, obviously, because it's no, the Steam Deck is back on the original Steam operating system. Right. Let me just tap on this. Like I said, the Steam Deck is in the back. You guys can see the Steam Deck there. Yes, that's you see the effect, the yellow effect there. That's the Steam Deck. Right. So let me try and get the Legion Go thing. It takes a bit of time to start up. I don't know. It's like maybe I'm not too familiar with the way it's supposed to start up. Right. Let me just tap on this thing. So this is the Legion space. It should have started up because I did press on the controllers, but I want to show you how cool this is because I really like the way they set this up. It's really cool. I like the fact that I can control the fans. I can control the, like I told you guys, the VRAM goes all the way to 8 gigabytes, but they said 6 gigabytes is a sweet spot, and not to, if you want to use stable, it's 4 gigabyte, but 6 gigabytes is the recommended. Right, so in here is like a library. This is where you get all your games and stuff. And I think most of these are either, these are cloud games, PC games, can do cloud gaming, and it's got games in here that you can actually buy, you know. So you can actually purchase games, and it's got cloud gaming, it's got PC games. Then I think this is like my stuff, and here's the download center. This is like drivers. This is why I was saying I don't know why people compare this to Steam Deck. You can actually, this thing will download the software for you. You don't have to look for any software. It just downloads it for you. Anything that's coming to the Lenovo Legion Go in terms of drivers will come here. It's pretty cool. Right. So all that stuff comes in here, and it's got my ID stuff and stuff like that. And then, like I told you, this is the library stuff. Can have cloud gaming or PC games, and it does advertise games that they sell. And then if you come in here, this is the library. This is the games that I actually have installed on the Legion Go right now. These are the games that I installed. And yes, you can start the games up in here, which is something I do like. It will still have to go through the Steam. But you know what? I actually have Fortnite. I got Fortnite on this, and I got Epic Games Launcher. So I don't know if Fortnite will appear. I don't know if it shows up on this library thing, but I do have Fortnite installed. I forgot about Fortnite, but I haven't tested it yet. And it's not the Fortnite cloud gaming. It's the original. It's the original one. I've got Epic Games Fortnite, but that reminds me. I'll need to make a video. There you go. That's the Legion space. The first one is the fan. It says 7,409 RPM. The other one is saying 3.36. It does go up to 5 gigahertz, 5.1 gigahertz turbo boost, so that can ramp all the way up. Then this one is the temperature of the GPU saying 44 degrees Celsius. This is saying 51, 52 degrees Celsius for the CPU, and the fan is at full speed. And yes, I can actually control the fan all up in here in the Legion space. And it does show the VRAM, what I'm using right now, and the RAM as well. And it's got something called FPS limiter. It's got performance down here. It's got display, and it's got audio, and it's got drivers. Like I told you, you can get the drivers in here. And then it's got the gamepad stuff. And when I tap on this, it should show the gamepad. It's saying English. It's saying 24-hour clock. Wait, did I not go to controller? Okay, this is something else. There you go. That's the controller, and you can see the lighting effects, and they are green. These are changing. They do change color, but that's the controller, and it's actually telling me the percentage. It says 99% on the left, 99% on the right, and it says gamepad mode because I have them. And you can also have button mapping. You can map the buttons, just like DS for Windows, like I used to do on the DualSense, but I don't need that now because I got controllers. And then of course it's got the lights, the joystick lights. You can change them. Those lighting effects can be changed. It's got joystick settings. It's got trigger settings and it's got controller settings. And I don't know what's the next one. It seemed like it had something else. What's this one? Okay, it's saying more. I don't know what more is. What's more? It says gamepad mode, test mode, start testing, gyro. It's got some gyro stuff. Okay, if you wanna test your gamepads, I think it's got something about testing gamepads. So it actually tells you what all the buttons are called. It has all the button names, all that stuff. And these joysticks do actually vibrate as well. So if you want them to vibrate, they can. But I do like this feature, man. This is so cool. I mean, check this out. I like it. It's not just telling you the speed of the VRAM. I mean, the speed of the CPU and the GPU. It's telling you the temperature, and you've got full control over the fans. You know the speed. Like, let's jump into performance. Check this out. I have mine. The fan can be set to smart or full speed. I have mine on full speed. I'm using performance. Performance again. I've got quiet balance, custom, and it's got some custom stuff up there. It's got power saving, but mine is set to performance. All the way from the top, performance, and full speed, which is the fans. Right. So let me jump out of this thing. And the display can also be controlled. I'm using the 1280 by 800. It's got what's the other one? The other one is 1920 by 1200, and then 2560 by 1600. But obviously I'm playing games. I use the 1280 by 800. It's got 60 hertz and it's got 144 hertz. So I'm using 144 hertz, and it's got something for Radeon Super Resolution, so RSR, which is enabled. And it's got the brightness up here. I can control the brightness as well. What else? It's got audio stuff. The microphone, you can control it here, and the volume as well. This is like I told you, it will check for drivers. So if there's any drivers available for the Legion Go, even if it's just sound drivers or the GPU drivers, adrenaline drivers, they all come here. You do not need to go on the internet and start scavenging and looking for anything, because it will, you see, these are all drivers. And they're different drivers. Like I said, it's not always for GPU. It can also be for your Wi-Fi, can be for your sound. You don't have to do any legwork. It will actually download everything for you, and you just come in here and install it and then reboot the Legion Go, and that's it. So I do like this. And it also shows, that's my Sabrent 2130 SSD, and it's telling me how much space I've got. And you see all of this is being used by games. So it's actually showing you your SSD, and it's saying check for updates like I just did. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Gamepad. Like I said, I haven't been going on and on with this thing. I'm just like right now. It says boot automatically into Legion space is on. Power button lights is on. Optimize battery charging. So I don't know what that is. And then it says select language is English. Obviously, you can choose your language. So I mean, it was on 24-hour clock, but I prefer the other clock. I like the PM AM stuff. So that's the one I've got up there. But yeah, I mean, I could have the other one. Oh yeah, the other one looks better because it doesn't take up too much space up there. Right, what else does this thing have? Yeah, I think that's basically it. That's the fan speed. I told you guys I'm using full speed. That's the CPU. This goes all the way up to 5.1 gigahertz. The turbo boost is 5.1. It's very good, but right now it's on 3.37. This is higher than Steam Deck. Steam Deck can go up to 4 gigahertz. This shoots up to 5 gigahertz, and that's the GPU there. Temperatures are underneath. Temperature right now for CPU is 51 degrees Celsius. Temperature for the GPU is 44 degrees Celsius. The RAM, it's saying it's using about 8 gigabytes of RAM. For the VRAM, it's at 400 right now, but it does go up to about 800. Then it's got FPS limiter, but mine is off. Obviously, I'm using performance. Right, so that was thingy. So it's got the library. It's got advertises games. You can also do your cloud gaming if you want to do cloud gaming. But I don't know if I've got any cloud gaming in here. Right, so it actually takes you to cloud gaming. Like I told you, I've just gotten this. I'm still testing this out. I only got this yesterday, yeah? So everything you see me doing now is like new. Right, so those are PC games. It looks like you can buy games. But like I said, in the library you can buy games as well. So it's got two libraries. It's got the library where I've got all my games installed on the SSD. And then it's got games that it sells. So these games that you see down here are games that it's selling. Or, you know, like games you can buy. So all of these games have prices. You can purchase them and play them. So all these games have been sold. And these are like new games. God of War. What else? I think these ones are some Metro 2033. It's got Last of Us, Tomb Raider. I mean, Spider-Man Remastered, Taken. I mean, the games are in here, so classics and stuff, and it's got the new games as well. Elite Dangerous, if you play those space games, and the Space Marine, which is, that's a new game, isn't it? Then Banshees. But I do have Steam installed on this, so I don't have to come in here if I don't want to. But this is the library. This one is my games. These are my games. These are Steam games, and some of these could be from Epic Games. But it's at the moment it's just saying Xbox and game. It says game platforms, Xbox and Steam. So it's not showing the Epic Games, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. I like this, man. This is cool. I wish they'd done this with Steam Deck. Right, so coming out of this is a bit tricky because, like I said, I'm still, okay, it let me out this time. Wonderful. Right, let me open up Epic Games and I'll show you that I do have Fortnite on this dude here. There's Epic Games. I know the video is kind of long, but I just thought I'd just show you that I do have Fortnite. So if I can go into the library, that's the actual store. That's the Epic Games store. I just need to, where's Fortnite? I have this installed. I have the full game installed. So this is not cloud gaming. If I'm going to play Fortnite here, this is going to be the proper Fortnite, not the cloud one. Not to say that the cloud one is bad. I can also play the cloud one. There it is. That is Fortnite there. So when I say Fortnite, I mean the full game Fortnite. The Epic Games Store Fortnite. This is not the Game Pass version. I'll make another video about this one, guys.